So one of the things that I did find out about you in research before we had gotten in contact with each other is that you are a child of immigrants.
Yeah. My father, he moved from the Philippines here, and when he was when he was when he was thinking about moving to America, a lot of things were happening. President Johnson was in office, and he changed the immigration rules. So then, if you were a professional, you had an easier time to get into into the States. So he applied to come over in 1967.
Wow!
And then he, within 2 or 3 months, I guess the process was easier at that point. You just gave out your your diplomas and stuff, so your professional background. My father was a CPA in the Philippines.
Oh wow! Okay.
And and then he was approved to come, but unfortunately, my grandmother had lung cancer, so she was on her deathbed, and and then my father wasn't married at the time. He got married to my mother January of 1968, and a few days after they were supposed to get married, he was going to come to America. But unfortunately, my grandmother was, pretty much on her deathbed, and he stayed home, and he was waiting for her to pass away before he went. And so several months passed, and she whispered in his ear and said, I know that's your plan. I know you want to have a better life. Go to America, live the dream, and take your family and make sure your family gets stronger and lives a dream. So on his way, he lived in Pangasinan, it's the northern part of the Philippines. So he had to get from there to the airport to Manila. That took several days. So within that 2 days, he calls. I think before they get to the airport, he calls the house, and she just passes away. So when he got on the plane, there was a little grieving, but while he was on the plane with his brother, because him and his brother went, they left their wives and the family behind, and they were going to take him, bring him. But there's a lot of cultural things that were shocking to them. So like when they got on the plane, they gave him cereal. So they put a bowl of dry cereal in front of him and a glass of milk. And then my uncle and my father said, how do we eat this? So what they did is they got their hands, because Filipinos eat with their hands. They just ate the dry cereal and drank the milk. So that was one of the things. And also when he went, so he had $111 in his pocket when he left the Philippines. Wow. So when he got to Hong Kong, him and my uncle, they bought suits. So he bought $50 worth of suits. I don't know how many suits, and maybe like 2 or 3 suits at the time, maybe even 4 suits. So he had $57 or something like that, $51 in his pocket when he landed, and within 2 weeks he found a job in America, and within 2 months him and his brother found an apartment together, and then several months after that my mother came and my aunt and their family came over, and then they started their life. So
wow.
Yeah, so I understand the immigration process, how it should be, how easy. Now I also understand how difficult the immigration process